Hello and welcome back to Mexico News Network's Daily News, broadcasting from El Dorado, Jalespa Resort by Charisma. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus for more news, and log on to our website www.mexiconewsnetwork.com. And now let's continue with information. Naya means water nymph, and there could be no better name for this young woman who died 12,000 or 13,000 years ago in Quintana Roo, Mexico. And she could be the key element to decipher and reveal the mystery of the origin of the first inhabitants of the American continent. She was only 16 years old when she fell inside a deep cave known as Hoyo Negro, black hole. Some people think she could have been looking for fresh water. However, she was trapped in a time capsule. In 2007, a group of exploring divers found her in her wet tomb. Beside her lay other animals. It was an incredible surprise for everybody, given it was the first time they found human remains as old as Naya's and in such good conditions. This will allow scientists to discover details from her fascinating story. Her skeleton, facial features, and the shape of the skull identify her as a primitive American woman or a Paleo-American woman. Her DNA is related to the hunter-collectors who crossed the Bering Strait from northern Asia 26,000 and 18,000 years ago. Although the shape of Naya's skull is different from the modern native people, scientists have determined that both come from a town which evolved on site. Laboratories in the State University of Washington and the University of Texas confirmed these findings. The genetic lineage of Naya is just part Native American. This amazing discovery done in Quintana Roo states the importance of preserving the submarine caves and cenotes of the Yucatan Peninsula, as they can enclose valuable information of our past. In other news, the city of the gods, Teotihuacan, is revealing its secrets. The most recent of these is a tunnel with more than 100 meters long in which researchers have found important pieces related to the worldview of the pre-Hispanic underworld. The position of this tunnel reveals a lot. It is located under the temple of the feathered serpent that was the insignia of the power at the time. Because of its structure and importance, the National Institute of Anthropology and History, INAH, appealed to the technical experience of the National Autonomous University of Mexico and the National Polytechnic Institute to explore the tunnel. Both institutions developed the device Tlaloc 2TC, a robot that has taken to the light a lot of the secrets behind the pyramid. It found 3 underground rooms where archaeologists hope to find the remains of Teotihuacan ancient kings. So far, the tunnel has discovered important archaeological pieces whose historical and economic value is priceless. We are talking about 5,000 objects from different parts of Mesoamerica, proof of the great power that this civilization had over other towns in the past. The offering was made up of 4 sculptures of green stone of 65 centimeters and a large number of shells from the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea. On site were also found jewelry, seeds, rubber balls, and even fragments of human skin and hair, which will be subject to DNA studies. Researchers believe that these objects were placed here by the ancient Teotihuacan approximately 1,800 years ago. To access this new discovery, archaeologists had to remove 970 tons of stone and earth blocking the entrance. The beautiful, fine, white, sandy beaches of the Yucatan Peninsula are awe-inspiring places with unique features. Their crystal clear turquoise waters and their ideal year-round climate make them some of the most preferred tourism destinations for visitors from all over the world. But one fine day in the past, conditions may not have been so hospitable. Researchers from Mexico's Akumal Ecology Center, in collaboration with the University of Colorado in Boulder, found some time ago a possible evidence of a tsunami that would have stricken the white coast of the Yucatan Peninsula approximately 1,000 years ago. This hypothesis is based on the discovery of a trail of berm that is a natural raised barrier separating two areas, with the shape of the coastline including Playa del Carmen, Tulum, and Cancun. The experts found coral and fine-grained limestone covering the berm. These materials can be found at the bottom of the sea in coral reefs. A colossal degree of energy would have been required in order to extract such a large amount of minerals and place them so far inland into the surface. Theoretically, the tsunami would have generated waves 15 feet or higher, making for a devastating natural phenomenon in ancient times, back when the ancient Maya civilization was at its maximum splendor. Larry Benson, an anthropologist at the Natural History Museum of the University of Colorado, added that the tsunami could have been caused by different kinds of events, ranging from an earthquake to an underwater landslide to a volcanic eruption or even a meteorite striking the ocean. The experts added that tsunamis are not frequent events in this area, as only 37 have been registered in the Caribbean basin since 1492. Guillermo Bernal, professor of the National Autonomous University of Mexico, came across with an exciting discovery: new information and evidence on the Maya calendar found in the state of Chiapas. Researchers found that the main building in Palenque kept within its murals some very important information about one of the largest mysteries of the Maya civilization, a whole new period of the Maya calendar. Carved in one of the building's stelas. An stela is a pillar generally used in the Maya civilization to form part of buildings with special carvings on it. The stela was found in the pieces behind the debris of the ceremonial center and was registered as an object from Pacal's kingdom. The very first investigations indicate that it was originally made to manage rituals for the Pausium god, which was the deity that stole the fire from the gods, just as Prometheus did with the Greeks. The restoration of the stela revealed a new period in the Maya calendar, a 63-day count, but not of a normal cycle. Researchers came to the conclusion that this specific time lapse belongs to a sacred period in the calendar. This is just the beginning, Professor Bernal said. This may be we will hear more news about the calendar because this new count is bringing the key to restore important dates and facts about Maya civilization. Well, this was all for today. Thanks for watching us broadcasting from El Dorado Royal Resort by Charisma. I am your host, Sofia Rattinger, and do not forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And log on to our website, www.mexiconewsnetwork.com, for more relevant information about Mexico and the world. We'll see you the next time.